I'm getting down dirty, so you don't have to. I've trialled different ways to kill bindies, and I'll share that with you. I will report on which method kills the quickest, and I will also report on the amount of effort. You will see challenges, epic fails, and successes. Here's a look at the bindi weed that you're looking out for. And what I tested in this trial was different methodologies. Stay tuned because there are actually other methodologies that I do use after I realized I've failed. So stay tuned, but I'll give you my test results. You can make your decision based on your backyard. First off, we have 8% vinegar and dishwashing detergent. What you're looking for is 8%. What you can do is get that from the supermarket. I couldn't find it at the hardware stores, and I'm talking specifically for Australians. It may be different overseas. Next up, we have a herbicide weed killer that you can get from the landscaping shops or the hardware store. This one is called Roundup. It's tough. Beware, it does have chemicals, so read the safety instructions. Next up is boiling water. Yes, that's what you heard me say. Boiling water. I boiled mine up in a kettle and I applied that to my actual bindies. You will see the results coming up. Next up, we have weed and feed in a granular formula, and I will be applying that to a test panel. Now, guys, there is an epic fail in one of these methodologies that I'm about to show you, but never fear, I've got some other ideas to show you at the end. I'm going to take you over to the corner of my garden near my clothesline. I've got my spray paint ready to go for my test panels, but you will see all my jacaranda flowers. It is springtime here. You'll see that through my test panels, all these purple flowers. But anyway, you can see the bindies in my lawn. First up, we have the vinegar and dishwashing detergent. I've just put that in a bottle. It's vinegar with a squirt of dishwashing detergent. Now, here's the results. Day 1, you can see me applying the vinegar. Day 2, day 3, I tested up to 8 days, but look, you'll see on day 2, it's gone. There's no more bindies. So I have put here DOD equals day 2. DOD means date of death. So there you go. Here we have the application of the herbicide weed killer. So you'll see that I'm applying it all to the bindi weeds. Okay, over an 8-day period, what you'll notice is we'll zoom in to some of these areas. Day 5 and 6. Day 5, there was still some bindies there. Day 6, no bindies. So I have put this as date of death, day 6. So it kills the bindies within 6 days. What you'll notice on day 7 is my branch on my jacaranda tree is putting a shadow across my photos. It's important for you to know that I'm not affiliated or sponsored by any of these products that I'm going to show you today. That needs to be clear. So hit subscribe, like, or comment and let me know your thoughts. Okay, so here we're trialing the boiling hot water method. As you can see, I've got my hot water out of my kettle, applying that all to the bindi weeds. A good soaking. Okay, let's see how we go over an 8-day period. You will see that day 1, I applied the boiling hot water. Day 4, it is actually the date of death day. So I have put in here, date of death is day 4. Actually, I did have a look at the patch, the boiling water patch, within 2 hours after applying it, and I would say it was probably 90% gone. Weed and feed granular was recommended to me by the landscaping place because I said I had bindies and I had buffalo. So they handed it to me and said, this is your best bet. So here's the results. Look at this. I also watered it in on day 4 as it described in the instructions. But look, I can still see bindies. I didn't even do day 8. I just thought this is not working. So I read the packet and it says it's good for weeds, but other type of weeds, not bindii weeds. So yes, this is the one that failed on me. Key takeaway message is double check that the weed and feed actually kills bindies. So I've added another methodology, which is using your tools and gloves to actually remove bindies. Here we have is a tool that I actually got from the hardware. Look, it said it was $60 and it was on a sale for $15. I have not seen anything like it, but look, it's moving those bindies for me quite easily. There you have it. Day 0, bindies removed. That's the data on this one. Though you can see there's going to be a lot of effort on how to remove bindies, especially when you've got high density grass with bindies sporadically throughout the lawn. Don't know if that's going to be ideal for you. Now it's time for the results. There's a fair bit of data on this screen, so if you want to absorb the information, you can certainly put it on pause. You can come back to it at any point in time. But essentially, there are some that are good for low density grass, and there are some methodologies that are good for medium to high density. So what am I left with the rest of my lawn? I have my patch panels, but around it there and throughout my lawn are bindies, and I need something that will work for my backyard. And what I've used for many years is a product that's easily to apply with a hose, and it's specifically for bindies and clovers, and it's good for buffalo lawns as well. But you see with my lawn, I have a combination of buffalo and it's a mixed. Here are the results after 10 days of applying the product. So I have rated the 6th methodology. I could have used a spray that was a weed and feed, but knowing that I already did a granular formula on my lawn prior, I didn't want to overdo it with the feeding. If I had not have done a weed and feed prior, I would have selected a product that is good for bindies, the type of my lawn, as well as it would be a weed and feed product. It's quick, but it also gets into the high density grassland to get to those bindies. So now you have the data, the results from my trial. It's all yours. You can make your decision based on what's in your backyard. These are the test panels that I've been using. Or even drop me a line on what else you would like me to do a trial on. Subscribe, support this small, young channel. And yeah, I'll see you next time.